is. Alright, welcome, this is Ndog, and we're going to play some 7 Days to Die, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about just your first moments in the game, and things got a little out of order here with our first moments video, which we did yesterday. Ended up being a little disjointed because we were trying to get some things worked out with some glitches and some bugs that were happening as the game has just gone live on Steam. It's in pre-release. If you didn't see the other video, didn't hear me talk about it a little bit, this is a survival horror game, I guess, but it's got a lot of things going on. It's got a destructible and constructible environment. So if you think of Minecraft and maybe think of something like DayZ or State of Decay, if you join those two sort of types of games together, that's kind of what you got here with 7 Days to Die. Pretty interesting things going on. There's going to be some role-playing elements introduced later on. If you watch the intro video on the main page of Steam, they do talk about leveling up your character and developing certain skills where you can, for instance, if you got better at cooking, the food you would make would have a higher purity level, which would mean that you'd get more nutrition from it. Or if you were very proficient in making tools, let's say, your tools would have a higher durability level and would last longer. So it seems like the developers are really doing some interesting things with this game. I've enjoyed the brief time I've spent with it. We're starting over here on the east side again, right in the middle. And I've kind of started a couple of different places, and I'll say this is one of my favorite places to start just because there are plenty of things around. Don't punch a backpack before you open it and take the loot out of it. There are plenty of things around to kind of get you going with loot. For instance, in this area there's plenty of these bushes here that drop sticks, and you're going to need lots of sticks as you start out, because that's how you're going to make your tools. That's how let's see if we can knock the branches off here. Yep, I think we did. There it is. There's a little bird's nest here. You usually find feathers in the bird's nest. We picked up some blueberries. There's an egg as well. I think we can eat that. You probably could cook it at a later date. So this game, you see there's wildlife. There's some sort of deer over there. And of course we had a gun. We could shoot it. We could loot it. We could get some meat. We don't have a gun, and we're probably not going to be able to catch up with it with our little sticks at this point, or our fist. So we'll just keep moving. So you want to get some sticks early on, and then you have a decision to make. The big thing you've got to do here is decide, how am I going to survive the first night? Because the most important thing to remember about 7 Days to Die, and when you're thinking about your plans for surviving, especially as you first start the game, the thing to remember here is zombies slow down in the light. So if you're ever in a dark environment, you've got to be careful. Once it gets to be nighttime, if you're outside or if you're inside and don't have a well-lit area, the zombies are not only going to be coming at you like crazy, but they'll be coming at you with intense speed. So one of the reasons why you need sticks, if for no other reason, is to get the potential of having torches, which will allow for a higher chance of survival. So the other thing we want, though, is iron ingots, because between sticks and iron ingots, that's pretty much your gateway to beginning the game. That's going to give you all of the different tools and some weapons. And so really that's it. I mean, you want to get sticks, you want to get things that you can turn into iron ingots, and then the other two things that you're looking for are weapons. If you can get an early shotgun, that can be huge for helping you survive early the first night. And then, of course, your survival stuff, as in, do you have any food or drink or bandages? So there's a lot to do, and that sounds overwhelming, but you know, that's kind of what's before you, and that's what's pretty much got to be your focus when you first start. Now, a lot of people recommend, or will recommend, and I understand this, that when you first start, your strategy should be getting resources together, like the ones we've been talking about, and then going underground. Basically, what they're thinking is instead of going and hiding in some attic, or I was reading one guide where somebody was like, yeah, don't go hide in an attic somewhere, just, you know, go underground, set up some spiky traps around the hole that you build, and maybe some at the bottom as well, and then just start mining. And that strategy makes sense to me. The only thing I'll say is let's see where we are. I think we're gonna go up to this camp first, and that's probably just a tent camp. I think that's just some tents put together. I don't think that's an actual house. We'll see, make sure that I'm right on that. See what we can loot up here. And I understand that strategy, but it feels a little unnatural to me. Like when you first start the game, for the first thing you really do is to start just going underground and mining. I think it's more interesting to try to get resources together, and then try to define a defensible position, preferably a structure of some sort, and if it's got 2 levels, well, that's even better. Use torches and other things to try to help you survive that first night. So here's the first zombie we've come upon. It's daytime, so we're not terribly worried about any zombie. These are a little more difficult than your typical, because it's called a spider zombie. They attack really quick, and they're very flexible, so their attacks are okay. And you have to be really careful with inventory. I don't know if you noticed what I just did, but I tried to put a rock, and it ended up being sort of in between the 2 inventory slots. And so what happens when you do that is you will drop it on the ground. So I've dropped guns before without knowing that I had dropped them. See, here's the rock we just dropped. That's a big rock. Alright, so we should be able to go ahead and make stone. Let's look at the crafting system. We're going to do this real fast. Just have to kind of learn as I go here, because I don't have much time. It's getting later in the afternoon now. So if you put a rock here, you see that you can make stone. Once you make it, the thing that you made is now green, and so you no longer have to put the ingredient in the right place. You just click it, and as many as you can make, it'll put it there for you. And we'll just stack our stone up there, so we have some early stone. The other thing we can do is make scrap metal. 1 hubcap will make scrap metal, so 2 hubcaps will make 4 scrap metals. So now we've got some scrap metal. Oh yeah, we've got this car air filter. I think there's something else you can make with an air filter as well, but for now we need the scrap metal more than we need. I think it's some sort of bomb or something you can make with the. So alright, we're going to come up here. We're going to have some fighting to do here. We want to clear this camp out pretty quickly. And because we have a pistol, we're going to have to shoot twice in the head on most zombies, and then the real fat ones will probably take about 4 shots to the head. Something's hitting us. There's the big boy. One of those may not have gotten credit for one of those shots. And we got 3 bullets left. Make sure you loot the zombies. They will often have guns or other important resources on them. And I think pretty much every zombie can be looted, and they'll drop something. For some reason, we are not getting the prompt to loot these, and that's kind of disappointing. Let's go see what's in the camp, though. Maybe we'll come back and try again. We got a couple flashlights. Shotgun armor, that's huge, but we don't have a shotgun yet. take the sleeping bag. I believe anywhere you put a sleeping bag down, once you have it, we'll take the pot. Anywhere you put a sleeping bag, I think that becomes the place where you respawn. Hollowed out trunk, another flashlight, book bag, there's a shotgun. That's what we needed. So we won't equip it yet, but once it gets to be nighttime, that shotgun will be huge. Alright, so let's go ahead and head. This is a really big city and probably not where we want to be for nighttime. So we're going to head in this direction to this other building and see if we can find a way to turn it into a defensible position. Now again, what we don't have yet is any cloth, and you need cloth for torches, so we're going to want to find some cloth. Iron ingots we can make from scrap metal, and that's something we need. So we can make 2 right now. Put those down here, and see that opens up some new options. Like a fire axe would be a good weapon to have. I think we need more iron ingots to make any of the other tools though. And I don't think we have any more 9mm ammo. We don't, so when we are done with this ammo, we're done with this this gun for now. And honestly, there's not a whole lot of reason. Well, we're going to kill him just to see if he has any loot. You don't usually find great things in the rubbish, but sometimes you might find cloth, and that's one of the things we really want right now. So if you see this house up here, this actually looks like a pretty good place that could be defensible. But the key is going to be, is there cloth either on any of these zombies or in the house? Save our ammo a little bit. I think we're out of ammo with this gun. Shotgun is so effective. Close range, obviously. More ammo. One of those I think was 9mm, which is good. Still no cloth though. So much storage in this house. There's a machine gun, a book. Hello. Whoops. More ammo. Hunting knife. Alright. So let's get the shotgun shells down here. Oh no, that's not what I meant. I meant down here. Hunting knife down here. Pistol down here. Cooking pot up here. Not sure about sleeping bag where we're going to put that. And that is 9mm magazine, so we'll put 9mm ammo down there as well. Let's see how this hunting knife works. Pretty good. Pretty good. Is there anything in the wastebasket? Paper. We need cloth. Now this often will find weapons in the wall safe, yeah. We've got a lot of weapons, but those are just cobwebs or something. Tuna. Alright, we've got to find cloth, folks. Because without light, this is going to be brutal. Let's see if there's a box here. There's a chance it could have something in it. More ammo, that's always good, but we need cloth. It's almost nighttime. Very close to being nighttime here. Let's see, where else could we go? There's another building down here, but I need to stop running. Gotta save some energy in case we have to head back real quick. We're not gonna make it. It's gonna be nighttime. Alright, so at this point, I think, unfortunately, you probably just cut your losses. We're gonna go hide in this house and hope for the best, and we're gonna hide a bunch of inventory in this house so that if we do indeed die, which I suspect we will still have lots of equipment available in these cupboards up here. Sniper rifle. It's not going to help us right now. Submachine gun. We're going to save that. Big ammo. Save that. We've got multiple flashlights. Save 2 of those. We'll take half the shotgun ammo and save it. Save some glass jars. Save 1 of our pistols, 2 of our pistols. Two more iron ingots, which means we can make some pretty good stuff. Oops. Really need to quit shooting things. Alright, so we need to put our iron ingots. Did I drop them? That's what I'm talking about. Just drop stuff sometimes. And our extra scrap metal. Somehow our shotgun is out of ammo. If we could find some cloth on one of them, might still stand a chance. There it is. So let's see if we respawn right there where our sleeping bag is. Yep. Trying to pick up that stuff. go again. It's brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. I don't think we've gotten any cloth yet. Alright, it's just after. Well, I don't really know what time it is, but is that all the shotgun ammo we have? It's not that hard to find shotgun ammo, to be honest. So unfortunately we were not able to get any torches made. I was hoping that might drop cloth. Sectional arm. Well, for now it looks like we might have cleared out the zombies that are coming tonight. So in this game, if you have a place that you're trying to defend, you don't necessarily want to keep doors and stuff closed. This doesn't even have a door on it, because the zombies will come through the doors. It won't stop them for very long, and then all you've got is just a destroyed structure. So it's much better to set traps or spikes, or just be, oh, we got some cloth. What do you know? Torch, cloth, stick. They are fast. When you miss and they explode like that, it's over. Alright, so we should be able to show you making a torch here. And that will slow them down, so that won't happen anymore. Torch. And at least in the beginning, I like to make sure you have torches where zombies are potentially coming in. Because again, this light from the torch will slow them down. Uh-oh. We got a connection error. And that has been happening. It happened more yesterday. I haven't had that happen as much today. Let's see if it lets us join back in. It's not looking good. This is what it was doing yesterday. It looks like it's having the same problem where if you created a public match, it wasn't even letting you join to your own match. And yeah, that's going to be happening all over. So unfortunately, that's going to have to wrap us up here. You know, they're only 2 or 3 days in on their Steam release, and they're still in a pretty early stage, I think, in terms of development. So I don't necessarily feel the need to be real critical about some of the bugs and things that the hiccups they've had here as they've transitioned over to Steam. I think this is version 5 of the alpha, and every time you add a bit, you know, a group of content to your game, new bugs and new things, there's new errors are going to come up. I'm enjoying this game. I really am. I really see the potential in it. I haven't been able to play with friends yet, but I see the potential of how cool this game would be playing cooperatively, or even in multiplayer, you know, competitive scene. But initially I would be more excited about just sort of cooperative play and trying to really figure out an effective way to survive. So yeah, that, you know, in terms of surviving your first night, you know, I may end up doing more than one video on that concept. This was obviously not a real good example. We never got cloth, so we couldn't make torches. We didn't, I don't know, when I've had more successful, well, this is my 4th time to start a game and play it for just a little while, and I had one really successful first night, and then the other 2, the first 2 times I played, I just didn't even know what was going on and got slaughtered pretty quickly. This time we got a lot of good inventory, a lot of weapons, a lot of good stuff we need, but still not that successful because we couldn't get any torches up. We weren't really able to put any sort of barricades or traps or anything up to help slow the zombies down. And if you're just trying to have a shootout with them all night, you're just one mistake away from getting killed, as happened to us numerous times. So anyway, I'm enjoying 7 Days to Die, and hopefully we'll continue to improve. But as always, I appreciate you watching the videos here on MDog Gaming, and till next time.